Hare Krishna, Namaste. Chapter 11, entitled as Vishwarupa Dharshana Yoga, Sloka 34. Droṇaṁ ca bhīṣmaṁ ca jayadrathaṁ ca karṇaṁ tathānyān api yodha-vīrān mayā hatāṁs tvaṁ jahi vyathiṣṭhā yudhyasva jetāsi raṇe sapatnān. Long back in chapter 2, Sloka 4, Arjuna had asked, Katham Bhīṣmaṁ aham saṅkhe droṇaṁ ca Madhusūdana. O Madhusūdana, how can I counterattack with arrows in battle men like Bhīṣma and Droṇa who are worthy of my worship? The answer is right in this 34th sloka that we are going to see now. Word by word. Mayā hatāṁs, slain by me, droṇaṁ ca, Droṇa, and Bhīṣmaṁ ca, Bhīṣma, and Jayadrathaṁ ca, Jayadratha, and Tatha, as also Karṇaṁ, Karṇa, Anyān yodha-vīrān api, and also other great warriors. Tvaṁ jahi, you kill, ma vyathiṣṭhā, do not worry or disturb, yudhyasva, just fight, sapatnān, enemies, raṇe jetāsi, you shall conquer in battle. Translation: Droṇa, Bhīṣma, Jayadratha, Karṇa, and the other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. There are two reasons given by acharyas which explains how these listed people are worthy to be punished. First, let's see from Tatparya Chandrika by Swami Vedanta Desikan has stated that the list of names provided here have committed sins, and the sequence that is provided also confirms degree of sins in descending order, meaning from higher to lesser. Droṇa, next Bhīṣma, next Jayadratha, and the next is Karṇa. Dronacharya, being a Kula Guru, a family Guru, priest, being a Brahmana, getting engaged directly in warfare was not at all necessary. That was not his dharma. And the second reason that Droṇa is taken very first in the list is because he is the Guru of Arjuna, and being a Guru, he should have taught what is good and what is bad for his disciple, but he failed to do so. Therefore, his name is listed as first over here. Next is Bhīṣma, very famously known as Pitamaha by name. Got boon to die on his own will, can fight with anyone and everyone and defeat anyone. But having all these great skills and great name, he did not correct the situation of what happened. Therefore, his name is second. Jayadratha, he tried to abduct Draupadi, so his physical act was not accepted. Therefore, his name was listed here as well. And then Karṇa, the fourth one. He spoke many harsh words to Draupadi. There are some people who greatly appreciate Karna for being or for showing his gratitude towards Duryodhana and supporting Duryodhana. But the truth is that Karna supported adharma. There is a Vishesha Dharma and Samanya Dharma. Vishesha Dharma means special dharma, and Samanya Dharma means a common one. When there is a situation between these two, then one has to go with Vishesha Dharma, not with Samanya Dharma. Here, Krishna was present on the Pandavas side. That is the Vishesha. And Krishna was supporting Dharma on the Pandavas side. Whereas Duryodhana was performing adharma, which is well known. But Karna did not worry about what is dharma, what is adharma. Rather, he was inclined towards Duryodhana to show his gratitude. Showing gratitude to one is also a dharma. But then when it comes to Krishna, serving Krishna, then one should go with Vishesha Dharma, not with Samanya Dharma. We can see this from Ramayana, where Vibhīṣmaṁ took a side of Rama, giving up his brother Ravana. So serving his brother is Samanya Dharma, which is what Kumbhakarna did. But what is considered to be higher is taking the Vishesha Dharma. So Vibhīṣma taking side of Rama is considered to be greater than Samanya Dharma, whereas Karna picked Samanya Dharma, not Vishesha Dharma. The same thing we can see in Ramayana, where Dasaratha was inclined to keep up his promise to Kaikeyi and was even ready to send Rama to the forest. So what he followed was Samanya Dharma. Rather, he should have thought and be ready to give up the Samanya Dharma for the higher purpose. That is, he must have thought, my son Rama going to forest he has to go through a lot of hardship. Therefore, between two dharmas, Vishesha Dharma and Samanya Dharma, Dasaratha should have given up the Samanya Dharma, the promise that he made to his wife, and taken up the Vishesha Dharma by not sending Lord Ram to the forest for 14 years. Now, there is a second reason for these list of names that is stated in Shankara's commentary. Droṇa, he was the guru who taught the science of archery to Arjuna. He was equipped with many divine weapons. Droṇa had great love for Arjuna, and in turn, Arjuna had great devotion to Droṇa. Bhīṣma, death itself was powerless to snatch his life against his will. He was so powerful. He too had many divine weapons with him. He had discomfited even Parasurama. Such was his power. Jayadratha, his father, had performed severe austerity and had obtained a boon that whoever dropped his son's severed head on the ground would have his own head fallen to the ground. Hence Jayadratha too was not an easy target. Lastly, Karṇa was the offspring of the sun god. He had in his possession a divine weapon called Shakti, gifted to him by Indra. Pondering on all these factors about Dronacharya, Bhīṣma, Jayadratha, Karṇa, Arjuna was afflicted with doubts about his victory, and in this verse Krishna pacified his feelings. So we have seen two different explanations. One is how all these four have committed mistakes, sins, and therefore they are worthy to be punished. And the next interpretation is these four are so very powerful, but Krishna is giving assurance that I will take care of them, I will kill them, you don't need to worry about it. Mayā hatāṁs, I killed them. This is something we already discussed, because Krishna's had a sankalpa, and Krishna's sankalpa resolve will certainly happen. Therefore it is said they are killed. Though Bhīṣma, Droṇa and a few others are great in many dimensions, by joining Duryodhana's side, they too are guilty of unrighteousness. Hence, killing them is no sin at all. And that is what has been explained here to Arjuna. Still Arjuna was not clear. If they are killed, then what should I do? Because again Krishna said, I killed them. Mayā hatāṁs. Well, I already told you in the previous sloka that you are the one as my instrument will kill them, but you will not get the reaction or blame for doing so, because you are just an instrument. Also, I will not get any blames because I am punishing them as a reward for their crimes. The main crime that Bhīṣma, Droṇa, Kauravas did was insult to Draupadi. In fact, it was not only Bhīṣma, Droṇa did the mistake not protecting Draupadi, also Pandavas, they also didn't protect Draupadi. Even after Draupadi called out for me, Shankha Chakra Gada Pani Dwaraka Nilayachyuta Govinda Pundarikaksha Rakshamam Sharanagatham. She called out. They were quiet. They should know that at that point she is my property and not the property of Pandavas. They were still thinking that Draupadi belonged to them. Therefore, they did not take any action to protect her because they lost her. But the truth is, she belongs to me. She has surrendered to me by calling out my name. At that point, they should have jumped right there to save her. Pandavas did not save. Bhīṣma, no. Droṇa did not. None of them. The reason I did not personally come to the spot there to protect Draupadi is because if I had come, the first ones to be chopped would be Pandavas for not protecting my property. We should not think that Draupadi became Krishna's property only after she called out Krishna's name. Even before she called out by saying Sharanagatam, she was Krishna's property. Now after stating it, it became more official to the world that she belongs to Krishna. That was not heard, or even after hearing, no one took any action to protect her. So the question is, then why didn't Krishna kill Pandavas for their mistake of not protecting Draupadi? Well, then the whole purpose of whatever Krishna did for Draupadi will become useless. Krishna didn't want to see Draupadi as a widow. He doesn't want that to happen. That won't make Draupadi happy either. That's the reason Pandavas were spared. That's the reason why Krishna did not come personally over there to protect Draupadi. It was for Draupadi's sake that the Lord became an ambassador for Pandavas to go to the Kauravas as a messenger. It was for Draupadi's sake that Lord became a chariot driver. It was for Draupadi's sake that the Lord instructed Gita to Arjuna. All these were simply done to sustain Draupadi's Mangal Sutra. Then in the sloka we see Krishna says to Arjuna, Ma vyathiṣṭhā, do not feel disturbed or distressed. It was Arjuna's view that Bhīṣma and Droṇa, being the elders, killing them would be an unrighteous act. Hence Krishna clarified the dharma aspect. Duryodhana and his brothers being relatives, Arjuna had doubts about killing them too, thus indicating his misplaced love and compassion. It was already been explained that all these are inappropriate for a warrior in the battlefield. Therefore, Arjuna, you should not be disturbed or distressed to act, to fight in this battlefield. Sapatnān, you shall conquer the enemies. Having got Krishna's grace, Arjuna did not doubt his victory, but he feared that by killing them, he would be viewed as merciless. Therefore, use of this term sapatnān removed the fear. How did that remove the fear? Sapatnān as enemies, killing enemies, one should not be disturbed. One should not be distressed. Rather, one should do it. Mercy is relevant only towards those favorably disposed and not towards enemies. Therefore, not think you are merciless, Arjuna. Rather, you are being merciful by rewarding them the right punishment, which otherwise they have to suffer for it. In the next sloka, Sanjaya continues to narrate what happened in the battlefield to Dhritarashtra. Droṇaṁ ca bhīṣmaṁ ca jayadrathaṁ ca karṇaṁ tathānyān api yodha-vīrān mayā hatāṁs tvaṁ jahi vyathiṣṭhā yudhyasva jetāsi raṇe sapatnān. Namaste. Hare Krishna.